Hey guys, Nick Tian here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Today, I think by the time this goes up is the day before election day result comes out, so I'm gonna have to say a quick hopefully things go well in the US and election and all that, and hopefully you guys chose right this time. The world could very well end on my part of the world as well, so not gonna say much. But hopefully everyone will have a good result by the time this video comes out. I think there are a couple of items that I've not picked up yet on the other side of the map. These guys are actually very good for soul steal as well, if I can actually pull it off. Okay, checking the map. This is a save room. No, this is just a water. Should I? Because the library is actually quite difficult. I'm not sure how if I'm actually able to deal with the library yet. But the library is actually, inverted library is actually quite difficult actually, because of the types of enemies that you find there. But if I do it early, then a lot of the other parts of the game become absurdly easy, especially if I can find a cryptogram. So who knows? Maybe my luck will... just notice, why do I not have my fairy? Where is she? Huh. Is that a bug? Like, my fairy is gone. Okay. I mean, I hope she still gets XP, but it's such a weird thing that she just suddenly disappears. But anyway, so this is basically themed around Wizard of Oz. So scarecrows on a stick, scarily enough. The lion is a pretty brave knight. I have no idea what a shmoo actually is. Tin Man is a robot on wheels, which is quite annoying actually. Okay, when I say strong, I kind of mean strong without the Ring of Vada and the Moonstone, like bumping that up even more. Neutron bomb. Baudelaire, is that how you pronounce that? Yeah, I'm disappointed you can't sit. Yeah, the lion actually gives the cryptogram. You can see like 3 or 4, well not 3 or 4, but you gain levels quite fast here. Which is why I said that this area and the walls, like the top part of the walls, actually give quite a bit of XP. Even the clock tower hallway, maybe it's not called a clock tower hallway, but the hallway with a lot of clocks, yeah, that part gives off a lot of XP as well. But yeah, it's like, that's the thing that I'm trying to figure out, like how the hell am I supposed to get to there without dying? so that I can fight Akumodan too, because like the path that the game takes is actually like the next boss fight that they want you. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just the way they arranged it. But Akumodan 2 is after the Darkwing Bat, so you're like, okay, that's a pretty worthless item to come all the way in here for. So you got a bat, formal bat previously. It's like you expect something big as well. Nope. Just give you something that pretty useless. I mean, you sell it off, right? Strengthens power of the cross. Oh, okay. So not completely useless, but almost useless. Because no way I'm picking up a cross. It uses up 100 hearts. And I don't think it does that much damage either, so it's like, what's the point? Okay, I think that's full. Don't think I need to save. All these resist items as well is kind of pointless. Just feel that you aren't really... I mean, it's good. It's good. I mean, like, having these items are good for people who might have difficulty with the game. It helps them in ways that... Oh, wow, that's close. Like, to give you options, right? Options are always good. It's never bad to have options on how to tackle a situation. But then also, when you think about it, how many enemies in this game actually have fire elemental damage or thunder elemental damage? These guys, yep. Okay, these guys still hit hard. Give me a chrysogram. If I can get one, I can show you why I want one. But that's on the potential that I can actually pick one up. Okay, let's grind for it, shall we? Since I got lucky with the Ring of Vada, maybe I'll get lucky with the chrysogram as well. How much do these guys give off again? That's not a lot. Okay, last one. Okay, no luck. Let's go. Yeah, I just didn't want to spend too much time doing that. If it didn't happen, it didn't happen. I got the Ring of Vada already. That's like huge booster. Having a chrysogram and a Ring of Vada would be like overkill, I feel. Okay, so basically what it does, if you don't know, is basically when you walk, you can actually attack at the same time. Which is why people like the chrysogram, because you can walk and have like a flurry of swipes in front of you. Roll, man. Roll. Let's at least show off the roll. There you go. this is like one of the least imposing enemies out there. Boss fight. Why does it roll? It just stops all of a sudden. Well, it's supposed to be the Frankenstein creature. Supposedly. You wanna drop another one? Paranthropus. I wouldn't mind another one. Double the damage, I think. Still, seriously though. Getting that on the first one you kill is like, huh. As if the game was not already easy enough. I don't think they adjusted the attacks on these guys. They deal a lot of damage, but they also they also give like a crap ton of XP. Let's see how much. 300 and they give at least 500 XP for each kill. That's a lot. And they are super easy to kill as well. Okay, do not like. What? Dude, make me mine. Okay. Shottel and hammer. The Russian room. Gotta be a little bit careful to make sure you cover all the bases. Okay, let's go down this side. Oh, it's not showing up. Oh, monster vial. If I had a duplicator, I would keep spawning these guys. What am I doing? I don't know. I don't know. Why am I? Button presses are weird. I prefer the right side up, the non-inverted hallway of this, non-inverted version of this. At least you could run all the way across. Alright, I didn't point out that I was killing things so fast. I didn't point out that there was actually a beholder on the other side of the window. There aren't any beholder enemies in this game. Like, even though Rondo of Blood has them, for some reason this game didn't. And the main reason why is that they were just outside the window. They weren't allowed to come in. Funny, huh? Also, those things deal a crap ton of damage, so try to avoid them if at all possible. Not get hit. Although there's like no reason. Meal ticket. They just put like really pointless items in places where you think you should be going. Ow, 49 damage, there you go. If I get hit 5 times, I'll die. I don't know. Should I go up? You know what? How about we head straight to Mr. East? How about we do this? We head to the middle section first, get all the items there, unlock the teleportation area, and then we head to Medusa. At least then we cover all the bottom sections first, because it's kind of reverse of the top castle, which is like all the strong enemies are above. So now all the strong enemies are kind of like starting from... Okay, that doesn't make sense. But like in the normal game, most of the stronger enemies are like on the top levels of the castle, right? So because it's reversed now, so now all the strong enemies are at the bottom levels of the castle instead of the top levels, if that makes sense. Like, yeah. Of course, that I was like thinking that didn't make sense because of enemies like Cerberus and Gafaloon being at the top, being at the very bottom. So it's like that broke the what do you call this analogy, didn't it? I'll just wait. So how's everyone doing? I have a minute or so before I have to move. Hope everything is fine out there. Me being in Malaysia, hopefully by next month, we'll still be, by the time of recording this and by the time of this going up, we'll still be under CMCO. So hopefully by the 9th of November here, CMCO will be done, and hopefully by then as well, I will know when I can actually pre-order and buy a PS4, because right now still no chance to pre-order one, still no chance to buy one, so I'm still a little bit like angsty a little bit because I want to get one and I don't know where or when I can get one. However, as of the day I'm recording this, oh wow, that's kicking his ass. However, as of the day I'm recording this, the media has actually gotten hands on the PS4, and I think it went without saying that that thing is huge. Okay, so this guy looks like Cthulhu, right? But for some reason he's Malaki or Malachi, and I don't get it. Why? Sword of Hador. Oh, that doesn't do that much damage. But yeah, it's like, why is this guy not Cthulhu and it was Malachi? Maybe it's because we put the same looking enemy as the World Ender. You kind of like strike copyright or trademark dispute or whatever. So it's better to have him be a bit more nondescript. Alright, I'm heading for art. Yeah, okay, fine. That's fair enough. I mean, like, if I did that, I would have skipped the boss fight with the creature, but then that means I would have to go back to fight him, which is like, okay, that's kind of wasting a lot of people's time if I did that. Do I still have the spike breaker? Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm doubling back. The sword is nice, the Terminus S is nice. Fast attack. Is this dark? Oh wow, this sword doesn't work on this guy. I'm not gonna change that. Why is that? That's pretty much it. One thing that you notice that in this game, like the bosses aren't really big because they have to be, I don't know, realistic looking. I'm not sure that's the reason why, but like Orlox himself was also a human-sized enemy. I don't know, maybe it's like trying like what Demon Souls, like the Souls game and Bloodborne games do, is like if you're like the size of the human, the enemies are like really fast, and then if they're bigger, they're really slow. So I think that's kind of like what's going on. Power increases with gameplay. Why not? Why not? Maybe this will be the most powerful sword out there. I don't know. There is a familiar that once you reach level 100, the sword familiar, you can actually use it as this is a little slow. That you can actually use it as a two-handed sword once you max it out. And I think you get the twin swords if you do that. Huh? Why is there only one? Oh wow, why is there Medusa heads here? And we have Alucard's mail. He will need it shipped to him someday. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Maybe not. I don't know. What am I supposed to feel? All of a sudden, this area here became really quiet for some reason. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, these guys. These guys are just annoying to deal with. Okay. This guy is Cthulhu. Why? Bother with this. Yeah, it's funny in that if you just attack the body, the head part first, you deal a ton of damage. But if you damage the bottom part first, the top part and the bottom part splits and deals even more damage. Require even more damage to take out. I think it's kind of like saying that please go for the head for zombies. Right? Just aim for the head. imps. I hate these guys. Basically what they do is they're very difficult to attack, and also once they grab onto you, they will force you to stand still and keep attacking. There you go. You have to shake the controller to get them off you. Sorry, I don't know why my nose is a little bit itchy today. Keep scratching it. Trying to get into this room. I think I need a spike breaker again. Okay. Back to the spike breaker. Twilight cloak. That's the best cloak in the game, I think. Yeah, having it being on a same button as L1 just doesn't make it feel right, I think. Because you can't transition from wolf to... Let's not view these guys fairly or in any way that is like requiring thought. Just run through them. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it, I feel. These guys. Because if you're... If you're in wolf form, you can damage them much more easily than being in human form. Sorry, neck feels a little bit stiff. Hopefully that didn't come through the audio. Let's rush to the teleporter. Alright. Why am I still trying to deal with them? You have magic powers, use them. Death. Death is next? Okay. Really? Death is next? How I mean, that's the last item you need, but still, it's like shifting you back and forth. So I'm just like, what's going on here? Okay, do I go back? Or do I go to find death? That's the thing. But I'll most likely find the doppelganger first. Part of me is like, honestly, doesn't matter. Let's just go find death first. Let's unlock the teleporter locations, the fast travel points before we do anything else. Yeah, so at least once I unlock them, I can go back and forth much more easily. Stone mass. Also, one bit of nice design I feel, trying to do that while I talk, is that it feels like in the early game, like when you start out the game, not this point, the castle feels very claustrophobic. It feels very built. It feels like there's a lot of construction, a lot of ways to jump here and there, all that to facilitate your movement, right? And then once you hit the inverted castle, it becomes the opposite. So it becomes like, oh, okay, in the early areas you can kind of avoid the enemies, you can kind of like, you know, dodge and weave, that kind of thing. But as you get like closer and closer to the more difficult enemies, you kind of start losing that mobility. So it's kind of interesting design that like all of a sudden here it's like, oh wow, this is a really tight corridor for you to fight these like enemies that deal really huge damage to you, versus the early game where none of these kind of enemies exist. So it's kind of interesting the way that they thought it out and they designed it in such a way that, yeah, once you hit the difficult areas, how do they make it more difficult? They make you force you to deal with them rather than letting you run away from them, because now the enemies are right in your face, so you gotta deal with them. I think that's a, well, I don't know if you would call it intentional or not, but it'd be cool if it was. But it's like thinking that, yeah, like once you have all the moves, all the skills, right? One of the things that you want to do is to explore. So the end of the first half and the start of the second half is kind of like that. It's like giving you the chance to use all your skills and abilities and all that. But once you hit the second part, the really last quarter of the game, you start to have to fight much more difficult enemies, much more annoying, moving around, like those kind of enemies, and you're kind of forced into corridors and smaller locations to fight them instead of having like a huge area to escape from. I don't know what. Thinking that actually makes sense, right? From a design standpoint. Also, it's kind of obvious that I've run out of things to say, right, about the game. Like at this point, it's like you're trying to just like these balloon pods, right? Like here, you have to deal with them. You have to fight them. You have to maybe avoid them somehow. But you do have to deal, like, be like really close to them. Versus the initial part, which is like, oh, this huge open space, this huge open area, letting you fly around without any fear or repercussions at all. Now it's like, oh, every gap there's some enemy. Maybe it'll make more sense because I'm like thinking forward right now, so like, I'm thinking about the enemies that will show up. But maybe if you play the game and you think about it, then you're like, yeah, okay, sure, maybe that's the case. Who knows? Well, at least plants grow in the inverted castle, right? These are so annoying. All these are meal tickets, right? Part of me is like, do I want to bother? peanuts. A lot of the areas in the end game is basically just to fill off the map. There's no longer any item that you can pick up that will help you in any way, shape or form. Unless you like peanuts. Which has a kind of cool mechanic actually, the peanuts. You can actually throw them and you can pick them up. I think you can throw them in the air and like try and catch it or something like that. So it's quite interesting. Just that the process of exploring this castle, all of a sudden it feels like a lot of busy work. Let's go. I don't know what's the logic with that one. Oh, poison. That's why. Okay. Oh, right. The Sushi King. This is also a good place to use the Soul Steel, if you actually manage to pull it off. There's so many enemies. Kind of wish there was a space for you to stand, but there's not. Dark Blade. Wait, what was that? Sword forged by elves, that's right. That's right. Sword forged by elves. Surprisingly able to pull it off on this controller. I'm using the Hori FPS pad, so if you see me looking down with the trying to figure out how to press the buttons, it's like surprisingly able to do so. Interesting. All right, I have the cross. I could have actually used that. Oh well, too late. Wonder where I got it. Blue Venus Wheel. Here's another slow part because I gotta inch my way through the gaps and stuff like that. Hopefully filling up the map completely. Let's just show it off. I don't know why that pressed. But yeah, that's basically it. It's basically a screen bomb, like screen bomb. Is that what you call it? Like old shooter games where you have like the bombs where you blow it up. Oh god, seriously. None at all. Okay. Wait, really? do this first. Like, let's make sure we got it down. Because I'm not coming back here for you guys again. I already did it once, so I'm not gonna come back here and do it again. And I remember somebody was saying like, oh, we fixed this area here, so you don't have to do this again. It's like, no, we still have to do this damn thing. The wolf change thing, just to get the additional like 1 or 2 map pieces here like this. We still have to do that. I don't know who said that. Those were lies. Not the one on the left then. Okay, finally. I wonder if there's any speedrunners that do like the full 100% run and they're able to just do this area like super fast. Kind of curious if anybody actually does that. Like just this specific area, this cave area where you kind of have to do that wolf thing to get the additional map, like the portions of the map filled in. What am I gonna use the hearts for anyways? It's not like I rely on them a lot. Okay, seems like time is reaching up on me, so I will go straight to death and we'll end it after that boss fight. And that will be the last of the five parts of Dracula. Upside down fish cannot swim and he's dead. So sad. But yeah, at this point, I don't think anyone poses a threat to Alucard. But I don't see anyone actually posing a threat to him. Well, besides these. Really? Okay, at least that one was 46 damage. Most of the hits earlier was like 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. Like, what? They do have nice gloves though. I think do they drop gloves that you can increase your damage? Is that what they drop? I know that the cave trolls for some reason drop neutron bombs, but just thinking about what these guys drop. Interesting. Trying, because you never see all items in one playthrough, so sometimes you have to go through like 10, 20, 30 playthroughs and be like, is that what I saw? Did I actually see that? Am I crazy? I hope not. Alright, let's just go fight and then save. Right, it sounds like an inconvenience. Death. Just an inconvenience that I just have to fight him and then get it over with.
So you've made it this far. In the name of your father, cease this foolishness.
Not while there is breath in my body.
Then, for the Master, I'll feast on your soul this night!
Second form. Two level ups. And that's it. The Eye of Lad. So that's all the 5 items you need to unlock the path to Dracula. And I think I might be able to do that next episode. I'm not sure. There might be one additional one. I hope not. But well, yeah, I think this. While I fight these guys off, I'll try to sign off. So with that, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.